right, fans only, sports network fans, and sports fans in general. Welcome to this week's episode of Unapologetic with Chet and Duffy, the first ever Sunday football edition that the show has ever done here. I am your host, Chet, and to my right, as always, is my counterpart, Duffy. Duffy, how are we feeling? It's Sunday. It's football Sunday. Like, you couldn't ask for a better day to really run this podcast.
Football Sunday, man. Had a great weekend at URI, alumni family weekend. Capitalize it now with some football Sunday, man. So we're gonna be really special today. We're gonna win a lot of units.
Yeah.
And for anyone watching, just tap into all of our bets that we're gonna be talking about on the show, and you'll be rich by dawn.
Rich by dawn.
You'll be rich by dawn, yep, or sunset, whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not the gambler, so you're going to have to hear Duffy talk about most of that. But hopping right into some talk, we'll go over it quickly since the 1 o'clock games have started. Patriots beat the Detroit Lions at home last week by a score of 29-0. They now go on the road to face Jacoby Brissett and the Cleveland Browns today. That game's going live as we speak. Duffy, what are our thoughts going into this one on how the Patriots performed last week and still having Bailey Zappi starting this week with Mac Jones still out with that ankle injury?
Well, I mean, here's the thing with this game right here. This is a game the Patriots should not win. You know, they're probably going to lose this game. I'm going to be honest. I think Bill Belichick, aka the most overrated coach in NFL history.
Shut up. Oh, my God.
He's going to come into Cleveland today. Man, they're going to just try to pound the rock. You know, they're trying to keep the game in Ramondre Stevenson's hands, but at the end of the day, it's kind of...
and he threw a pick. Brissett threw a pick.
I was going to take that. I was going to take that, dude. Shit. Dude, I already told you that in the car, bro.
Oh, my God.
You told me that.
Brissett threw a pick. Let's go, baby.
Brissett threw a pick.
I literally just looked at the update, and the ball switched from Cleveland to the Patriots when I noticed an INT next to Brissett.
Dude, wow. That's a good soundbite for us to have our first ever.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Start today's show.
But you're definitely right. I mean, we'll see how this drive pans out.
They're going to win this game now. They're going to win this game now.
I have it. Like, I don't have the game on in front of me at the moment. I just have the live updates. So I don't have cable down here in my basement. But regardless, with the Patriots right now, what we've seen with Bailey Zappi stepping in is a lot of run-heavy sets. Damian Harris out with a hamstring injury. That's a huge loss. But Ramondre Stevenson stepping it up last week, big time, over 100 yards on the ground with over 20 carries. And they look to really use him once again in this very tough game against Cleveland.
He's different. Wow. Wait, Rodgers threw a pick six?
Again?
Oh, we got to review this. That's not his fault.
See, Sauce Gardner got a pick six.
Off of Aaron Rodgers.
That might have hit the ground. All right, anyways. Sorry, man. The Patriots, though, listen, they're going to win this game now after the interception. It shouldn't even be close. But it was Zappi's going to have a crazy game. I'm a casual, though, I guess. But, yeah, they're going to win this game, dude.
And definitely something that's been...
I'll put some cheddar on them live right now, so...
But definitely something to kind of take away from the Patriots is the passing game. It hasn't been up to the greatest par that we could ask for. But last week, Jacoby Brissett really stepping it up in the pass game. Did have an injury designation going into this week. He is active in today's game. And they're definitely going to be looking to utilize him a lot this week.
Crazy.
I think this game right here, if the Patriots are able to come out here with a win against the Browns team, it's like really actually pretty good. It's probably the best Browns team from head to toe in like a long time, you know. So,
which kind of begs the question, because I mean, Jacoby Brissett has proven to be a decent starter for them as of right now in the absence of Deshaun Watson. But do you feel that if Deshaun Watson were starting, this team would be an entirely different boat in terms of their standing in the AFC North?
Yeah, not too different. I mean, probably only a game or two of an improvement, you know. Probably not too much of a difference. But sorry, I gotta get in a different room, dude.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it sounds a little distracting there.
I gotta get a different room, dude. I gotta go, dude.
Take the podcast out of here.
Keep it there.
Yo, sorry, man.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it, man. It makes sense. I mean, hey, there's a lot of moving pieces happening there.
There's a lot of moving pieces. Yeah, I'm just getting frustrated. It's just disappointing.
Well, it's tough to keep your focus.
Yeah.
But regardless, I mean, yeah, you sound all depressed.
maybe.
But so I mean, what it's going to come down to, what we've talked about with the Patriots is what's kept them in these games is defense, 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 defense. A huge conversion there on third down for the Patriots. Well, it's 3rd down and 4 as of right now. And I mean, right now, Zappy 1 for 2, 17 yards on the ground. Well, through the air. Stevenson 3 for 9. Kendrick Bourne with that 1 catch. But I mean, regardless, I think they got to let Zappy kind of spread the ball a little bit today.
Sure do. And they're moving the ball. I'm happy. I know right here on my phone, moving in the first quarter. But, Zappy, they didn't let him do too much his first game against Green Bay. But last week against the Lions, really kind of opened it up. Went 17 of 21 through a lot of passes, a lot of safe stuff. But, he hits his guys on target, on the dot. And, he's doing something special, for the Patriots if they can keep him as a long-term backup or potentially starter. But I've seen all this stuff where, they're getting on the train to start Zap. But it's just like, dude, it's like one game. We can't get ahead of ourselves too much.
You can't, especially after a very solid year last year for Mac Jones. And this year, just the early struggles. It's really too early to say anything about the quarterback competition in New England. But pass game's got to open up a bit. They're definitely leaning on the run a lot. We've seen, like I said, wow, a 29-yard reception from Devontae Parker on this play. That's huge. At the Cleveland 14 right now.
I think I'm about to see it right now.
It's crazy.
Heard Matt Durkee say, "Is that Devontae? Oh my God, yeah."
Wow, insulting Matt Durkee. Anyways, kind of keeping it on topic here. I think if the Patriots can keep up this pass game this week and kind of alternate between that and the run game, they'll do just fine in Cleveland. And we're kind of seeing that in their first drive. But the defense just needs to keep playing tough because that's what's kept them in the games. That's what's honestly prevented this team from looking worse than it already has been in terms of record.
Sure has. It's made them look worse. But I think at the end of the day, I mean, Patriots just got to keep playing balanced football. They had a really probably their best distribution of run and pass last week in terms of how they're able to attack on different levels. But this is probably the best team they've played this year besides the Ravens. I would say the Browns are arguably even a better team than the Packers from head to toe. Damn, Devontae Parker, that's a crazy catch. Oh my God.
I didn't even get to see it.
That was disgusting, but he went up there. He went up there for that one. It was crazy. But
oh my God, I'm so dumb. Am I dumb?
Yeah, statement game right now for the Patriots, and there's a lot of question marks around this team. People still don't really know how good the Patriots are, including Patriots fans themselves. And I still can't tell if this is 6-11 or 11-16. I still can't tell. So time will tell, and today's will be a good indicator of that. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with those points right there. Now, I think in terms of today's game, final score, it's probably going to be a little bit closer than we imagine, but I mean, it also could be a 10-point game, in my opinion, in favor of the Patriots, but I think I'll take the Patriots in this one by a final score of 27-21.
Wow. 27-21. I'm going to say 35-10 Patriots.
Wow, really? Okay.
No way. There's no shot that happens.
I was going to say
20-17.
20-17.
An hour ago, I would have said the Browns would win this game, So
yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Ramondre Stevenson, the 6-yard line. So,
and now they just got a penalty, so it's 1st and goal from the 1.
Like I said, Chet, this team is a team that isn't supposed to win this game. And 3rd-string quarterback, or I guess backup now.
Mm-hmm.
It's just refreshing, and
it is.
The Pats are able to keep winning with Zappy. I might have to take back what I said about Belichick being one of the most overrated coaches ever. So
Imagine Zappy ends up being the next Tom Brady. That'd be ridiculous.
He basically already is Tom Brady. So
Yeah, basically. All right, so that's our thoughts there on the Patriots. Kind of just breezing through most of today's show just to kind of make up for what we missed this past week. Because, of course, Chet here was down with a cold, a really bad cold. So, I mean, I was unable to really use my speaking voice to the best of my ability until today. So, thankfully, back on track. Hopefully, continuing this week. Definitely want to do a show potentially this Thursday.
this kid Chet loves making excuses. I love it.
Excuses, yeah. So
His cold was too villainous.
there wasn't a lot of big headlines, and we're going to talk about a couple matchups that I see this week that I definitely want to circle. But something I want to talk about is a rumor that has been spreading lately. Christian McCaffrey has been on the trade block as of late. Panthers are now listening to trade talks from several NFL teams. They have not been revealed just yet, but Panthers not in a good position to start this year with Baker Mayfield playing very, very abysmally, to say the least. And this team's looking to basically move on and potentially go into a rebuild potentially. And Christian McCaffrey would be the start of that if they were to deal him.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think when it comes to McCaffrey, the Panthers, I think it would be valuable if they got rid of him. Just sell high on him. He's still a top 5 running back in the league when healthy. We know who the type of guy he is when he's on the field, but he hasn't availability has not been the best. Obviously the last few years. So, but Christian McCaffrey, I think we're just talking about how much it would take to get him. I think it's going to take. I think at this point it won't be a first round pick anymore. I think probably a 2, maybe a couple of them, maybe a 3. But I just think that Panthers should try to sell high. I saw the Bills were one of the teams that was wanting to get him, which I really hope that's not true because that would really shake up the AFC East a little bit. So
Yeah, that was definitely a team that I kind of circled would probably try and make a move to get Christian McCaffrey would be the Buffalo Bills because, I mean, right now that's the one thing this team is lacking is a running back. I mean, Devin Singletary, he's been their guy really, but then they kind of mix it up with Zach Moss and now James Cook in the mix of things. And that run game, it's all right, but at the end of the day, it's Josh Allen who's getting all the yards. Devin Singletary, I think, has only had a few games really in his career on the Bills with over 100 yards. And I mean, this team is just one good running back away, I feel, from potentially taking the Super Bowl.
And they're already really that team that people think are going to take the Super Bowl. So if he goes to the Bills, McCaffrey, that would make them a much more villainous team, much scarier team.
Yeah.
And I would be pissed playing him twice. That would suck.
Suck.
But does it happen? Probably not.
No.
But could it happen? I think they're probably the favorite to get him, though. It depends. It depends really all too much of how bad the Panthers want to get rid of him. Because I don't think any team is really going to be, actively throwing like mad picks them. Before like they knew about they were shopping McCaffrey, but I think if you're the Panthers, you gotta blow it up. You gotta blow this whole team up. And you could say it's been the coaches with Matt Rule the last couple of years, but they've a lot of talented players, but at the end of the day, they haven't been able to get anything done.
And now Matt Rule and their defensive coordinator both fired from the team as of this week. So I mean, this team's already basically showed signs that they're ready to start the rebuild.
Yeah, man, they're mid. They're chips. They're mid. They suck. I've never liked the Panthers, and I think that McCaffrey can do a lot better things when not in Carolina. I mean, I'm not one of those guys who's gonna like love McCaffrey. This is what I'm talking about. Belichick kicking a field goal on 4th and goal from the 2-yard line. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
this is the shit I'm talking about with Belichick. Oh my god, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, you get a fantastic drive and you're just stuffed.
McCaffrey's gonna get hurt anyways, probably wherever he goes. So.
Well, and then that was my next point. Is the fact is I don't know what kind of value that the Panthers can get back for him because every single season we've seen, except for the first couple of seasons McCaffrey has been in the league, he's been hurt. He just hasn't been able to keep healthy. And I mean, that kind of comes down to, I feel, team usage. I feel like the team he's the guy. He's the guy you're going to get the ball to, whether it's on the ground or through the air. He's the number one option for the Carolina Panthers. Hence, the reason why he's been getting hurt all the time. And I think teams are probably going to lowball their trade offers for him because, hey, he's talented, but can he stay healthy? I think that's going to prevent the Panthers from getting multiple first-round picks. If anything, maybe not even a first-round pick in general. They might have to settle for a couple of second-rounders or something to let this guy go. I mean, he's still completely, like I said, top 5 back in the league, but his value's not going to be up.
Top 5 anymore. I think a top 5 is a stretch, dude. At this point,
You think it's a stretch?
yeah. I mean, I said it myself too. I mean, it's the same thing. But I'm thinking about. I could definitely name 5 running backs better than Christian McCaffrey.
Exactly. That's the thing. Like, I love McCaffrey. I think he is a great player. He puts up a lot of yards through scrimmage. But I mean, it's just the health. It's the health issue. It's the same thing with Rob Gronkowski. I mean, if he could have stayed consistently healthy, Travis Kelce probably wouldn't have been able to catch up to his records that he set as a tight end. But
it's the most Pats fans should I've ever heard, though.
But it's true. It's true. Bottom line. I just mean that's a good comparison because Rob Gronkowski, very talented player, was easily one of the best at his position, if not the best, kept getting hurt. McCaffrey, one of the best at his position today, keeps getting hurt. So I think the team's still going to at least get a first-round pick out of a trade because of the talent he provides, but they're not going to get as much as you'd think they'd get if he stayed healthy.
Yeah, I agree.
So, and I think maybe a potential landing destination for him, a team that definitely needs a running back that could potentially make the postseason, and this could be a stretch, maybe the Baltimore Ravens. Maybe the Baltimore Ravens make a move because, hey, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, they've been banged up for a while, and that team needs a key piece, another key weapon for Lamar Jackson to dump it off to or even just have the ball run. Imagine having a read option play going between McCaffrey and Jackson. That'd be crazy.
That would be disgusting, bro.
Yeah.
No, they would be the most dynamic running back or quarterback. Mm-hmm. So that'd be crazy. I would love to see that happen. Maybe the Rams give up their 2030 and 2035 first round picks for
I just had to fuck up a loogie, my bad.
It's okay, man. I said, what if the Rams give up more first round picks for McCaffrey too? I mean, their running backs have been pretty depleted also, but
yeah, and that's another thing. Like you said, the Rams could be an option, but I just don't think the Rams have the capital to do that anymore.
Stafford only throws to white guys. That's been the meme on Instagram the last couple of weeks.
Yep. Stafford's racist.
Some gritty guys who play the game the right way,
Obviously a joke. I don't think Matt Stafford's
racist. No, it's a joke. It's a joke, guys.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying what I said was a joke because I literally just said Matt Stafford is racist.
I know. Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. He's memeing.
I am memeing. Some live updates real quick. Atlanta scoring first against the San Francisco 49ers. Most of the game still tied up. New Orleans actually taking the lead over the Bengals, and then Pittsburgh taking the lead over the Bucs early on in these 1 o'clock slots.
Amen, man. I have San Francisco. I have Atlanta actually, so
yeah.
So that's some good news.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yes.
So
speaking of Atlanta, they're actually my upset of the week. Actually, no, they were, but I changed it. Never mind. I changed it.
Yeah, we've already locked in our locks. So before we kind of head into locks, picks, and upsets, because we're going to keep today's show a little bit brief just because of the day and all that. But a couple games that I kind of wanted to circle around. These are key late night matchups. I'm sure there's a 1 o'clock matchup that we could talk about real quick. But to get off on a good start at 4:25 in Kansas City, the Chiefs are hosting the Buffalo Bills, a rematch from the AFC divisional round. And this was a game we had circled since they had not leaked some of the games this offseason. This is a great game right here because last year that was hands down probably one of the greatest playoff games I've ever seen and one of the greatest playoff games in NFL history between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Chiefs ended up winning that game in overtime to advance to the AFC Championship game. And that was just ridiculous. And now we're kind of seeing this matchup kind of come into fruition again, except a totally different Bills unit.
Sure are, man. It's a very much improved team for the Bills. Look for the Chiefs, but Chiefs at home, they're +3 in this game at home. Holmes has never been an underdog at home in his entire career. Just a crazy nugget. And at home today, an underdog. And honestly, Is this really going to be a big factor in who's in the potential MVP race later on the season? I mean, Mahomes and Allen have both been playing lights out this season, and this head-to-head matchup is going to have a lot of weight on it for the rest of the season. So, with that being said, I think that the Chiefs win this game. I think they're going to win it and keep the magic going. And I think as us Pats fans to really try to manifest that. Yeah, the Bills down another loss, but Chiefs. Mahomes has been. This is honestly, this could be Mahomes' best season since his MVP year. He's looked phenomenal this year in every game. Scott doesn't have bad games with Josh Allen. He's phenomenal too. He's a big time quarterback. You know, we saw what he did last week against the Steelers, throwing for 424 yards off of only 20 completions. He averaged 21 yards per completion. It was crazy. Two big play teams, so take the over in this game.
Dude, we're 100% screwed with James Robinson. ETN has 50 yards already on the ground on 3 carries.
What about James Robinson?
He has 1 carry for 14 yards.
Man, the Colts' run defense is shit, huh?
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. I'll admit that.
Oh my god, dude. David Njoku just getting behind the Pats defense. Sucks.
I saw that. Yeah, he's going off this year. But regardless, I mean, in this game, this is going to be a high-scoring game. I already know that it will be, just because these are the 2 best teams in the AFC, hands down. Chiefs have proven that even with the loss of Tyreek Hill and Tyrann Mathieu, for that matter, that they're without a doubt still here in this conference. Juju Smith-Schuster, I thought, would be a huge weapon for them this year, but really Mahomes has kind of just proven, hey, I'm not the type of guy that can just throw it off to Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce and win a game. I'm going to still throw to Kelce, but I'm going to spread the ball out even further. He gets Clyde Edwards-Helaire involved. He gets McCole Hardman involved. He gets a lot of different guys involved in this pass offense, and he's just proven I can drop dimes. Like, he literally drops dimes every step of the way, and he's just and Josh Allen, same thing. He's got a lot of great weapons. Diggs has had at least 300-yard games this season, and I believe Allen hasn't really gone under 300 yards passing at all this year. Maybe even under 2.
Maybe against Miami, but
yeah. But regardless, 2 very high-powered offenses. Defenses, I mean, hey, the Chiefs don't have a lot of studs in terms of but they just have people that can come together and work as a defensive unit to win a championship. And then the Bills, they've just got themselves some big stars, Von Miller, Tre'Davious White, just some good guys in the defense to really keep them in games. But I think this is going to come down to the offense at the end of the day. But I'm going to take Kansas City. I just feel Kansas City, once again, has just proven, to me at least, that, hey, I think the AFC still runs through them. But the Bills, they're going to put up a very tough fight today because they want to redirect that narrative and have it switch towards them.
They want to get revenge too. You know, it's a big revenge game because Chiefs sucked the life out of the whole city of Buffalo back in January. So this game means a lot for the Bills, their fans. But give me Pat Mahomes, the best quarterback in the National Football League, to win this game. And this is actually your upset, correct?
This is actually my upset this week, is Chiefs over the Bills. A little bit of a spoiler.
Upset, yeah.
I'm going to take the final score a little bit early, considering this is my upset pick this week, but I'll announce it now. I'm going to say my upset score. Well, my score for this game is going to be a final of 29-28 Chiefs.
Wow, that's such a Mickey score.
Hey, I'm going really.
Is it a 2-point conversion to win it?
I think the Chiefs are going to be held to some field goals in this one.
Okay. Give me the Chiefs.
Well, actually, wait. They don't have a kicker, right?
No, they got a backup kicker.
Yeah, it's just I know their kickers have just been trash lately.
Chiefs win this one 34-31.
Solid pick right there. All right, then finally, the last game I kind of wanted to mention is tonight's Sunday night game, an NFC East matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Your boy Bowen there is probably really slamming down on that -6.5 that the Eagles have on their spread.
That's a big boy spread at home for the Birds tonight, for sure.
And to be honest, I mean, I believe the spread. I just think we haven't seen a bad game yet for Cooper Rush, and I think tonight we might see that happen. I just think the Birds are going to come into this one really hot and ready. They want the division this year. They know they have the talent to win it this year. I know they have the talent to win it this year. But I think we're going to see them play the Cowboys in a very tough and dirty game. I mean, that offense, it's okay. But what's keeping the Cowboys in games like the Patriots? The defense. And so far, Jalen Hurts hasn't really played many tough defenses this season. And until last week when he did play the Cardinals, but the Cardinals, I wouldn't even say have a great defense at the end of the day, but they're a good team.
Nah.
But Cowboys have one of the better defenses in the NFC and in the NFL for that matter. But I just think what we've seen from Jalen Hurts offensively is just next level. And I think we'll see that showing off tonight.
Yeah, give me the Birds tonight. I think the Cooper Rush train has to end at some time. I mean, the Eagles train has to end too. I mean, at some point, the bubble's got to burst, but I don't think it'll be tonight. If Cooper Rush wins this game in Philadelphia tonight to give the Cowboys the #1 spot in the division, that would be crazy. That would be unbelievable. And there could be a real conversation about him taking Dak's job. But give me the Eagles at home. I think they're going to win this game. I think it'll be low scoring because both those defenses have been phenomenal this year.
Mm-hmm.
And division matchup too. I think it's going to be something like 19-16 Birds. Back-to-back low scoring victories for the Eagles. And I think that I think this might go to overtime, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. Cowboys will definitely cover.
Okay. Wait, who scored this touchdown for the freaking Jags? Trevor Lawrence. It's so annoying. He rushed it in.
Sucks.
Guy's a bum. Guy is a bum.
Sure is, man.
3-3 now in that Patriots game.
Yeah, I've been watching it a little bit.
Okay.
Lots an upset.
Yeah, so now we'll move on to the final segment just so we can get to actually sit down and watch the games. Yeah, bro. Yeah. But we definitely have to do a live reaction one time. I think we should do that during the postseason.
That would be lit. That
would be. All right. So my lock for this week. So actually a recap from last week. I got the Vikings over the Bears game right. Got my Bengals over Ravens game wrong. And then you got the Jags over Texans incorrect and the Seahawks over the Saints wrong. So Chet and Duffy, for the first time in a while in locks and upsets, are tied up at 5-5 on the season for locks and upsets.
Big week for us right here.
This is a big week. So starting right out of the gate for me, you already know my upset, so I'll get my lock out of the way. I'm going to take the Bengals over the Saints. I know the Bengals are trailing right now in this one. They are down by a score of 7-0, but I just think the Bengals need to get themselves back on track this week. I think the Saints are going to play them a little bit tough. It's going to be an ugly, close game, probably. Bengals definitely in a huge Super Bowl hangover, but I think they're going to come in a little bit hungrier to this game and actually be able to make things work. It's probably not going to really emulate until the second half because this team does not seem to actually be on wheels in its first half of play. It really takes off after the second half. So for them, I think they'll come back to win this one, but it's going to be a score of probably 23-21 in my opinion, Bengals.
Yeah, I like the Bengals too. I think they need a statement win. They haven't really beat anyone good this year. Injured Miami team.
And the Jets.
And the Jets, yeah. But, Joe Burrow, his homecoming, going back to New Orleans, played at LSU, legend over there. So give me the Bengals. I like them. I like their odds today. I took a -3 in my parlay. So, what a throw by Zappy. Damn.
Yeah.
Right. My lock of the day.
Yeah, let's hear it.
What was my lock again?
Your lock this week is Buccaneers.
Yeah, Buccaneers -10, dude, against the Steelers. Kenny Pickett, man, he's canceled. He's not going to win this game. He actually just threw his first touchdown pass. He's not canceled.
Yeah, they're down. They're Steelers are up 7-0 right now.
On my check grind, where I get 2 games wrong and I pick something Mickey for my lock. So give me Tom Brady and company just because.
All right, and then you're upset this week.
I think it was Seattle, right?
You took, Seahawks over Cards.
This is back-to-back Seahawks picks for me. I'm high on the Seahawks. Always am. This will be a high-scoring game as every Seahawks game is.
Yeah, man. You really like Geno this year.
I like Geno.
I like Geno too.
He's looked phenomenal this season. So he's probably 5th in the MVP race right now. So give me. I'm being dead serious, bro. And Give me Seattle at home plus 2.5, I believe.
Bro, Brittany just texted me, why do defenses start with 10 points?
Casual, Brittany, you're a casual.
Yeah, casual football.
They've allowed 0 of being a game, Brittany. That's why.
Yep.
It goes down as they let up more points. So
Yeah.
keep showing my dogs on here, bro.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But that does it for this week's episode of Unapologetic with Chet and Duffy.
What was your upset?
My upset? Remember Chiefs over Bills.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see if our picks pay off.
That's not Mickey.
Sorry. No, that's not. That's a really bold pick right there.
Yeah, it's risky.
Yeah. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning into this week's episode of Unapologetic with Chet and Duffy on Fans Only Sports Network. This is Chet and Duffy signing off, and we will catch you all this week, hopefully this Thursday. If not, it's going to be sometime during the week. We'll fit it into our busy schedule somehow, but we always love to come on here and give you guys our thoughts and takes on the NFL, and especially this season, week to week. Definitely don't want to miss a week.
It's the biggest season ever right now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It is the biggest season ever. All right. We will catch you all on the next broadcast. And as always, go Pats.
Go Pats.